All right, welcome to my FX Buddies, the podcast. And I say podcast because there are other mediums to get this information, watch this information, whatever. And that is Spotify.com has audio and video, my FX Buddies, Amazon Podcast, Apple Podcasts, Rumble, everywhere that I post except for YouTube is under my FX Buddies. But the best place to go is my fxbuddies.blogspot.com because that is the blog, which is what we're looking at right now if you're looking at video. Okay, so that's a lot to type in. So wherever you are partaking of this information, look for a intro, info, open, more, description, something of that nature, box, button, click it, whatever, right? Swipe it, whatever. And another box will open with a link directly to the blog. The blog is free. You don't have to put your email in or anything, and there's no ads, except look at that. What is that? That's a floating cup of coffee. So if you come here, click on that and see what happens. I think that is hilarious. Anyway, all right. So what else? Okay, so we'll just get into it. This is going to be a short one if I stay focused because it was Friday. It's the last Friday of the month of Ramadan as they go into Eid. So there wasn't a lot of news, but I found an example of the open air market, and I took a little video of that. So that is down at the very bottom of the blog, but I'm going to show you that real quick. Let's see, the Houthi man. Yeah, here he is. Let me see if I click on this. So when I tell you I didn't see the Houthi man on TV screaming, or I didn't see him. This is him. Look how little, you can tell, look how narrow he is, right? But he's probably a dangerous man. But anyway, all right. So let's get into it. Yesterday, I did, remember I said I was going to copy and paste I was going to do the transcript of this interview. So it says Sudani's Ramadan interview translated to English, right? But because this was the title, the real title of it was not exciting either. Here's his name, Mohammed Shia al-Sudani, is the guest of the Ramadan approach. So that clearly that can't be the name of this show because Ramadan is only once or maybe twice a year, but whatever. So of course it's in Arabic, but I have the video here if you want to watch it. Listen to it. It's interesting. Okay, and here it is. So it was an hour and 34 minutes. Let's see. Oh, that's gonna take too long. Hope I'm not making you dizzy. Let's see. So you could take some time this weekend and go through and read it in sections. He doesn't mention anything about the exchange rate other than there's one little part I'm going to show you. Boy, this is really long. I used to know the shortcut to get to the bottom of the page. Yeah, okay. So an hour and 33 minutes. And look how they ended. Dear viewers, we will meet again in future episodes. Until then, stay safe. Really? Are they in danger? I thought that was interesting. He could have said Eid Mubarak or whatever. There's some greetings that they use. There's greetings for this time of year. He could have said that, but I thought that was funny. Stay safe. So it's like control up or something. How do you get to the page up? Oh, no, that's not it either. Well, whatever. Here, we'll just do this. So, no, matter of fact, control F, exchange. So here, the only time he talks about the exchange rate is in regards to a contract. So if you did a contract in 2013, there was an exchange rate. But in 2025, see here, in 2025, prices have changed. So prices must change. So they recontract. And it seems that he's saying in most of those cases, they lose money, which they probably did because what happened was a lot of the projects, the people were given money, the project leaders took the money, didn't complete the project, and that's why they have a lot of, oh, you know what? Hold on. All right, sorry about that. I thought they possibly might show the two commercials I've been trying to record for you guys. Anyway, all right. So what would happen was the people, whoever, whatever construction group or whatever investment group would pay their money to the project leader or whatever, and halfway through, the project person would be gone, and then that, the money's gone, the project's only half done, and so that's why there's a lot of projects that are sitting there half done, right? And if you read the articles, you'll see they talk about like supposedly the budget schedules don't have money for new projects, but they have money for ongoing projects. But that remains to be seen whenever we see the budget, right? Hopefully next week we'll see it. But yeah, so this is it. This is it. So it is, you would go to the blog, because there's no video, right? I didn't do a video, so you're not going to find it on YouTube. And I think the title is here. Yeah. So no matter what blog post you're on, if you actually look at the titles, Sudani's Ramadan interview translated to English, and you can go there and read it. All right, so I wanted to show you that, so we can close that. All right, so now, this, you guys know I don't care about the salaries, but I thought this ad was very interesting. So, Rafidain Bank begins distributing April salaries. We're still in March, right? It's March 28th. So how are they distributing April already? But it's the retirees. And see, their money is promised to them no matter what. I mean, yes, not that it matters, right? Because if something goes wrong, they're not going to pay them anyway, right? But their retirement is kind of like our retirement here. It's promised. It's in the budget, right? But normally what they would show would be your typical, silver person, but they would be waiting in line at the bank or waiting in front of an ATM machine. Look what he's doing. He's holding a cell phone and a card, a debit card. So what message are they sending? Y'all old people, forget that cash money. Y'all better come on and get on this digital stuff too, right? Yeah. So that's the only reason really I posted that. And it's not even really exciting, but I wanted that image to be the thumbnail for the video. Okay, now this, so I've been hearing, people have been asking me, hey, this person is saying that Amazon is in Iraq, and this person, and I hadn't seen any articles about that. And that would be a big deal. If Amazon was building a facility in Iraq, that would be huge. But I don't think they are. And so I just waited and came across this article. Screaming to the head of the street, Amazon auction. An exciting first experience for the people of. Yeah, you say that. Okay, because if I say it, it's not going to sound very nice. Surprises at any moment. So you could read this. You should read this. So they got and you can do this. I had some cousins who used to do this. You can buy just random boxes. You don't know what's in them. You can buy them, and then when you open them, you can sell them, right? And so that's what these people did. We sell approximately 200 to 300 pieces per day. We buy these pieces by weight, and their content is guaranteed by luck and fate. So luck and fate means what? It's really not guaranteed. So let's see. I just want to show you. I couldn't download this. I wanted to, so I could download it and show it so you could hear the sound. But so see, there they are. And look, it's nighttime. So there's the blanket. Here, let's speed this up. So basically he's talking the words that are in the article. But so see, it was a pretty big deal and people were excited and they went and they're just auctioning off. Um, I can't tell. I can't tell if they're selling the items. Oh, I guess they are. Yeah. So look at that. So there's your Amazon. Now, I bet you one day Amazon probably does want to be in Iraq, but they'll probably be beaten by with Alibaba and who's the other one? There's another one in Africa. Oh man, I made some pretty good money on that. I can't remember the name of it now. Anyway, yeah. So I just wanted you to see that. And since I can't download it, I had to do it that way because it's all in Arabic. But like I said, you could read this article here. So this is the article that goes with that video. So look, they had iPads and phones. So a pretty good deal, right? That's a pretty good deal for them to make money, supply the people with something they want or maybe not, right? Because people are people. It doesn't matter where you live. There's certain things that we all do the same, right? And if something is on sale, you didn't even want it, but look how much it's on sale for, right? If you buy it. But yeah. So he says we open the box to people and we don't know what it contains, household items, electrical appliances, cameras, toys, and clothes. The auction starts at 8 p.m. and ends at 11:30 p.m. So they're a nocturnal society, especially when it's hot. So so I thought that was interesting. Okay, now look at this. Iraq prepares for the largest leap in electricity production. So they have historic contracts with GE and Siemens. Why now? Why wait? Why did it have to get to the point where they threatened cutting off the gas, the electricity from Iran for these contracts to take place? I don't understand. All right, and so here now they did announce this. I thought this was interesting. Rafidain Bank directs its branches to work on Saturdays and Sundays to disperse outstanding financial dues. So some people are getting back pay, and they list which branches they can go to. So the people can go get their money, but look, the gas station, they call them petrol or petroleum, they can turn in their fees. Isn't that interesting? All right. Um, this I'm sure is just for citizen education. It has, forgive me. It has nothing to do with the RV. I'm on the wrong. But remember, I don't know how many episodes back, but I talked about the Central Bank of Libya was introducing lower denominations, right? Well, here's the 5 note. So I imagine there's probably something here. This looks like a security detail. That's not the right word. I can't think of it. But I bet if you hold this up to the light, there's probably something in here, right? Feature, security feature. It looks like possibly there could be one there too. But here's the word specimen. So this is a specimen, but it's a lower note. See the 5? But now that if you're just half listening, this is a Central Bank of Libya note. But they could tell Iraq could tell the citizens, look, you're going to get notes like this. They're smaller notes. They're going to have security features, right? Yeah. Okay. So, and I bet you right here, I bet you if you hold it up to the light, there's probably something here. Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. And then last but not least, wait. Remember yesterday I was trying to show you something? Get out. No way. Let me see. Okay, here. I was gonna say, I knew I had it in English. All right. So here, the dollar exchange rate in Iraq today, Friday, March 28, 2025, against the Iraqi Dinar. The market awaits the return of the auction. So they also had that yesterday. They had the wording there yesterday. And look, I don't know why this is blurry. This maybe someone was driving by and took a picture, but that looks like the ATMs. A newer one, not the newest ones, but um these look like privacy. They're open 24 hours. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting. But so this is just a one of those things that announces the rate, the dollar exchange rate. Here's against the Iraqi dinar, here's against the black market. Here it is at Rafidain Bank, Bank of Baghdad. So they list the different prices, but they're all 1310. Go away. See, 1310. But yeah, so I'm like, wow, do they know something no one else knows? Against it indicates stable, enhance the stability of the Iraqi dinar's value. Yeah, so I don't know, but so see, I had to show that to you because um people are like, what is she talking about? She doesn't know what she's talking about. Well, there it is in black and white. All right, so I think that's it now. I showed you what's this one? The Houthi man. Did I show you the open market video? I didn't. I didn't. Because we jumped to the Houthi man. Okay, so here is an example of the open market. Now this one I'm not going to play. It's not that long. It's a minute 39. And it will have me talking. Okay. But so this will be at the bottom of the blog so you can watch the whole thing. Well, let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure what city that is, but look at the produce is just out. I think this is meat here. Ugh. And yeah, the, these are one of the newer highways. Yeah. All right. So, all right. So if you want to see that, it is down here at the bottom of the blog. Look at that. I learned how to embed it. And this is not a YouTube video. This is a my FX Buddies video, I guess. So YouTube, if you're listening, anything that I show, cover, is covered by the Fair Use Act because it's for critique, commenting, sharing, teaching. All right, so this will be the last article. Another boring oil article, but it's Epicor, which we haven't heard from them in a couple of days, and I still really don't think it's them. I think someone else wrote this. The steps taken by the Iraqi Ministry of Oil are unacceptable. Yeah, because they're still waiting, but we know why they're waiting. Right now, they're waiting for the holiday to be over. But yeah, so, and it's saying it's been a year anniversary, but I think it's 2 years. But whatever. So yeah, so if you'd like to read this, you can, but I'm not gonna read it. This part here, the association remains focused on working with all stakeholders to fully restore oil production and exports through the Iraq-Turkey pipeline. Noting that every day the pipeline remains closed, losses continue to mount, and the Iraqi people, economy, and investment reputation suffer. Yeah. All right. Oh, so then I do just want to tell you, if you didn't hear about that huge 7.7 earthquake that hit Thailand and some of the images, wow, you should go look at that. It looks like a movie. And I'm watching the one over and over and over. And I'm like, that can't be real. It can't be real, but it is, right? It is real, but wow. Okay. Sundar has said as long as there is corruption, he will not enter the political scene. There's stuff going on with Europe and Russia. You should look into that. All those European countries, the governments are telling the people to live like a prepper, if you know what that means, right? Because they're going to aggressive conflict. Wait, no, aggressive maneuvers. So it's like here they are trying to get one little guy under control, and then you have like 10 countries in the Eurozone. Like, no, we're still gonna go forward with the aggressive. The word is escaping me. Aggressive actions? Whatever. But there's a 3-letter word that I don't want to say that starts with a W, right? Okay, so those are the little summaries that I wanted to just touch on. Yeah, so I wanted to do this today because I have a feeling you never know, right? You never know on a Saturday if there's going to be a lot of news or not. I don't think there will be because it's Eid, they're going to be celebrating, but you never know. You never know. All right. So thanks for, oh, there was one more story. There was one more story. A guy that is an attorney. Let me see. I might be able to get it. Look at this. These are coins that have been used over the 160 years, documenting the history of trade in Basra's port. A citizen donates 12 rare coins. And you're going to do that right now? Right now when we're expecting new notes and possibly new coins to come out? You have a story in the news about coins that were once used for trade. I find that very interesting. And he just donated it? It's got to be worth something, right? 160 years? But look at that. Almighty dollar. I don't know how old that is, right? There's no year on that. No. But anyway, so I thought that was interesting. Okay, now I'm done for real. All right, so I will say thank you for listening, watching. We're on a ride, aren't we? We're on a journey, and hopefully it's ending soon. Well, June. I'm still on my June timeline, but there's some really interesting things happening. All right, so accumulate while we wait for the rate to appreciate. Don't miss any meals and pay all your bills. And try to enjoy your weekend. It's the second weekend of spring? I'm done with all my spring cleaning. I cleaned out the refrigerator. Yeah, so done with all the spring cleaning. I think I'm going to relax this weekend. Yeah. Well, of course, unless if there's work to do, right? Anyway, so yeah, thank you. Oh, if there's a join, follow, subscribe, like, share button wherever you are. People tell me that I should ask you to click the like, because that helps with something. I don't know. But all right. And since I don't update regularly, if you join, follow, whatever, if all things work when they're supposed to, when I update, you'll be notified. All right. Now we're done. Thank you for my supporters. Thank you for the nice comments that some of you leave, and enjoy the rest of your morning, night, noon, whatever time frame you are enjoying this content. And until next time.